My talk today is about green grass, vision, and you. All right. The first thing I want to do is congratulate you for just being here. You did the right thing for your business. And the more people that you have on your team here, the faster your business is going to grow. I am sure that you've gotten exciting new information and great insights from the other people who've spoken, that you've become inspired and focused and energized and more committed to the business. I always find when I come to events like this that the opportunity opens up in front of me and I can really see it, the breadth and depth of it, and I get super excited. You know, having a clear vision is so important because if you have a clear, powerful vision of where you're heading, that is the picture of the future that creates passion in you today so that you can keep moving towards that vision. We're all going to leave these events looking like this guy, super pumped and excited and focused. But have you ever come to an event like this and then you find maybe a week or two later that the vision isn't quite as clear and perhaps TV is becoming more important? And got to tell you, there's no CV in TV, right? But that's kind of, that's typical sometimes. So how can we avoid that? What I want to talk to you about are 10 danger areas that can threaten your clarity of vision. The first thing is fear. Sometimes we're fearful that when we talk to people about rain, they're going to judge us. Oh, God, what are they going to think of me? Right? Fear is really the killer of a clear vision and the killer of dreams, right? Now, the kissing cousin of fear is number two, and that's perfectionism. Perfectionism is born out of the belief that I can be, if I can be perfect at everything, then I am bulletproof. They can't judge me because I'm perfect. I know the perfect thing to say, and I have the perfect presentation. But I got news for you. That's kind of like knowing that there's this amazing treasure, that, like a treasure chest full of gold in your town, and you want to go get it, and that's your goal. You're going to go get it. You're going to leave your house and go get it. But you know that, there's going to be some yellow lights and red lights on my way to go pick up that treasure chest. So, I think I'm just going to wait until all the lights are green. When are you leaving your house? That would be never, right? That is perfectionism. So fear and perfectionism together create what I call the law of diminishing intent. And the law of diminishing intent states that the longer you take to start doing something that's outside your comfort zone, the less likely it is that you will ever do it. And so we tell ourselves little stories to keep ourselves in our comfort zone. So in our business, it might look something like this. I'll start talking to people when I know more. I just need to study a little bit more. Okay, now I know more, but you know what? It's pretty hectic right now. My life's a little hectic. I'm just going to wait till things settle down a little bit. And then I'm going to start talking to people. And then things are less hectic, but the kids are out of school. That's a kind of vacation time. This isn't the best time for me to start a business. So I'll just wait until they're back in school. But then they're back in school and the holidays come along and, oh, well, this isn't a good time to start. And you can just keep doing this until the cows come home. And you'll never start. That is the law of diminishing intent that puts you right back in front of the TV. So how do we clobber fear and perfectionism? By taking massive, imperfect action. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that you're never going to be perfect. Take perfectly imperfect action. You're going to make mistakes. It's okay. You're not going to know the answer to something. That's all right. You can find out, but just move. Do it. Leave your house. Talk to somebody. Get on the phone. Do it. I love that imperfect is made of two words. I'm perfect. So you are perfect, just as you are right now, to take that kind of action. Because the tools know everything. You don't have to know everything. Just share a video from the app and follow up with your upline. If you're afraid that you don't know everything, guess what? You're never going to know everything. Just act anyway. If you think there's some magic phrase that you're going to learn at some point that's going to make everybody join, it does not exist. Talk to them anyway. If you're afraid that somebody's going to ask you a question and you're not going to know the answer and feel foolish, the best answer to that question is, that's a great question. You know what? I am not sure, but I'm going to sure find out for you and I'll let you know. Just talk to them anyway, okay? Massive imperfect action will create momentum and movement in your business, and that's what you want. And as a byproduct, you're going to pick up knowledge through trial and error. You're going to pick up skills by doing, and you're going to grow your vision because you're going to see results that you would never have expected. The third thing that can throw you off course is having an employee mindset. Now, it's great to be an employee. It's honorable, provide for your family. But employees have bosses, right? If they have a problem, they go to the boss. Solve this problem for me, boss. We don't have a boss. We're entrepreneurs. So as entrepreneurs, we have to take 100% ownership of any problem that comes along, and we have to find a solution. Entrepreneurs find a way over, around, under, or through any problem that comes up, okay? So what I like to do, instead of concentrating on the problem, I try to concentrate on possible solutions. And I try to think of 3 alternate possible solutions and then just choose the best one. So don't concentrate on the problem, concentrate on the solution. Because in our business, if it is to be, it's up to me. I'm the only one that's going to make something happen in my business. The 4th thing that can pull you off track is looking outside yourself for success shortcuts. All right, if you're looking outside, you're looking in the wrong direction. It's so typical. I've heard this so many times. Oh, gee, if I just had a better upline, if I had some superhero upline, I'd be successful. Or, gosh, I wish our products would just kind of sell themselves, if they just hypnotize people into buying them. Or I wish I had just like a plug and play system where I just put a name and an autoresponder and it does all the work for me. Look. All of those things can be part of our business. Our products do sell themselves, but this is a people business, right? An autoresponder is great, but this is a relationship business. You have to create relationships and deal with people. So I have found in my 18 years full-time in network marketing, there are no shortcuts, and the people that try to take shortcuts instead of just doing the work, they find themselves taking a long cut. They're veering all over the place, and it's costing them time and energy because they're concentrating on the wrong thing. The 5th thing is getting lost in the thick of thin things. That can most certainly pull you off track. What do I mean by that? Well, there is definitely going to come a day when you're going to disagree with some decision that RAIN makes, or some program that they launch, or some policy that they instate, or some ingredient that they include, or it's going to really bug you that there's a certain problem and it doesn't seem like we're making any progress. You know, if you concentrate on those things instead of moving forward with your business, you will definitely get off track. And we have to remember that any corporation, any business is made up of a wide variety of people in all sorts of different circumstances in different countries, and not everything can be tailor-made precisely for us and for what we think and what we believe. We have to compromise a little bit in those situations. And I'll tell you, well, I'll give you an example. A couple of years ago, well, it was about 1.5 years ago, I think, that we launched the new back office. And we launched it in the exact same time that Europe decided they were going to increase their security measures for credit card processing. And it was a disaster. I mean, it was a train wreck. And the company was scrambling, trying to find solutions. But I'll tell you, during that time, when it was almost impossible to process an order, Karen Jornovic and Bettina Christensen both went diamond during that time. Nina Salchik went triple black rain diamond during that time in a country where they can't ever process credit cards. They don't use them. So if we concentrate on the wrong things, we're going to get pulled off track. We just need to keep our eye on moving the opportunity forward and finding the solutions that can help us. Number 6 that can draw you off track is impatience. Okay, we live in a culture where we're taught, just push the button. You're going to have instant results. We see it on TV. You know, overnight, you can lose all this weight. You'll have this 6-pack, no effort required. Transform your skin overnight. Just put this magic cream on your face. You know, here's a system for you to get rich overnight. Have it now, right? Is any of that true? I mean, really? We're the first culture on planet Earth that stands in front of a microwave and screams, hurry, okay? We got to cut that out, because in our business, The key to success is consistent, effective effort over an extended period of time. But what's beautiful about our business is by doing that, you can create leverage, which does not exist in traditional businesses. What I mean by that is when you join your business, when you join the business, 100% of the effort is going to be you. Okay. If anything happens in your business, it's going to be because of you. So you're going to spend, more time and make less money. You can see how there's kind of like an inverse relationship between time and money in this bar graph. So it's all you at the beginning. You'll spend more time, make less money. But as soon as you have another person in your business that is committed to doing the same thing that you want to do, now you're half the effort in your business. And then you become a sixth, then a tenth, then 1/100th, then 1/1000th, and 1/10,000th. And at that point, do you see how that red bar moved clear over to the other side? Where you can make more money with less time because you've duplicated yourself over and over and over. And the people in your organization are doing things that are in their best interest because it's their business, but all of those things also benefit you. I cannot think of a more cooperative, moral, lovely business model than that. The seventh thing that can pull you off track is just inconsistency. What you do once in a while in network marketing will never add up to much. But what you do consistently over time can be incredible, and it can give you that leverage that I was just talking about. Research shows us that the average distributor in network marketing spends about 5 hours per week working on their business. Now, that's great if that person's goal is, I want to have a small business that's going to maybe I can make $200-300 a month. I've got a few customers, etc. But if you want a big international business, you got to make sure that what you're putting into it is commensurate with what your goal is. So you've got to work the hours. Best way to stay consistent is to just create a schedule for yourself. I'm going to work on my RAIN business between this time and this time every day. Now, is that going to change? You can plan ahead. Things are going to come up, and you're going to have to scoot things around. It doesn't matter. If you have a plan, you can change your plan. If you have no plan, you don't even know where you're going, right? Another thing that can be very helpful is to just have a Zen space in your house where it's organized, where you do your own business. It doesn't have to be any luxurious thing. Just an organized place that this is where I do my RAIN business, and I have everything I need to do that. I got my pencils, I got paper to take notes, whatever I need, I have it there. That's very helpful. I found that very helpful. And create a daily method of operation. How many people am I going to talk to every day about RAIN? Is it 1? Is it 5? Is it 10? Well, set your goal and then do it consistently every day to get the results that you want. You see, if you're doing that, if you have a plan, you're carrying it out, and you're paying attention to your business, where attention goes, energy flows. Things are going to happen that you would never expect. The universe is going to come and support you, and it will surprise you, the things that happen. So energy flows and results show because you've put attention on it. The 8th thing that can pull you off track is just lack of maturity and stability. This is a business where you're going to get told no, and it's going to feel icky sometimes. But you just have to understand, they're not rejecting you. They're rejecting the thing, right? They're not saying, no. They're saying not right now. And they're not saying no, and by the way, you're an idiot and I hate you. They're just saying, it's not right for me right now. Next. Some will, some won't. So what? There's someone waiting for what I have. Next. Move, move, move. It can be a kind of like a roller coaster, an emotional roller coaster. And you want to stay in the middle and just know that I have the plan. I know what's going to put me where I want to go. I'm going to stay completely in the middle, not emotional about this, and I'm just going to keep turning this crank. I'm just going to keep talking to people. I'm going to fall in love with turning the crank, not the results. I'm going to fall in love with the process, because if you're dancing on the ceiling because somebody joined your business on Monday, but then Friday somebody goes off auto ship and you want to sit in a dark room and open a vein, you're going to quit. You're going to burn out because you can't live on those two emotional extremes. It's exhausting. Just stay in the middle. If 3 people join your business, one's going to quit, one's going to do something and we're not quite sure what it is, and one's just going to use the product. And you just have to keep moving until you find the leaders. I love to watch football, okay? And when my team is winning, I'm celebrating. And when my team is losing, I'm kind of upset, right? But it's a very different thing if I record the game and then somebody I know lets me know, hey, our team won, right? Then it's very different. I'm watching it with a whole other feeling because I know they won. And if they're down by 2 touchdowns late in the 4th quarter, I'm not depressed. I'm excited. I'm like, oh, this is going to be amazing. I wonder how they pull it out. And that's exactly how we have to look at our businesses. You just have to know, I know where I'm going. I'm doing the things to get there. I'm going to keep doing them, and I'm going to stay in the middle emotionally so that I can get there, if that makes sense. Just know, I wonder how I'm going to pull it out, okay? Because people do not perform to the level of their ability. People perform to the level of their belief. If you believe you're going to succeed, you will, and you will take the action you need to succeed. People are hardwired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. So if you start out on your rain journey believing that you're going to get where you want to go, you're going to keep moving. You're going to keep going. But if there's a little nagging voice that says, this is probably not for me, I don't know, people like me don't succeed, well, guess what? You might start out, but you're going to stop yourself because you will not be willing to do the sometimes hard and sometimes a little bit unpleasant things that you have to do along the way in order to succeed. You just won't be willing to do it because you think, what's the point? I know this isn't going to work, or I suspect it. So you've got to create that belief in yourself so that you don't stop yourself. Don't become your own wall that stops you from success. The 9th thing is listening to others who've lost their vision. I guarantee you somebody who's left Rain is going to come to you at some point and say, oh man, I can get you in on the ground floor. This product is amazing. You can't even believe it. You will grow wings and fly. Think of the money you will save on gas, especially now when gas is so expensive, and you're going to be rich, rich, rich overnight. And guess who owns this company? We have the most amazing owner. It's God. God owns our company. Can you think of a better owner? They're just trying to take away your confidence in what you're doing. They're trying to rob your vision. Don't let them do it. Don't let them say the grass is greener on the other side, because it's not. They are just trying to sell you their personal failure as somehow the key to your future success. How absurd is that? There are legitimate reasons for leaving a network marketing company. We just don't happen to have any of them. Do we have a product that works? Is there science behind it? Check, absolutely. Are there great systems and support in place to help us as distributors? Check. Do we get paid on time and accurately every week? Check. Are people making significant money in our business? Check. Are people rising to significant ranks in our business? Absolutely they are. Is the corporate team responsive to the distributors? Do they take their needs into account? Absolutely. Check. Is the company ethical? Absolutely they are. Do they have a long-term vision? Or do they know where they're going so that I can put my energy here and feel safe? Absolutely. So if all of those things are in place, what's the only other variable? Us, me, you, the individual distributor and our activity. So don't get hooked by somebody else's lost vision, because little fishies that get hooked get cooked. Okay. You see, the grass doesn't need to be greener. We do. We need to be greener. The 10th thing is a weak commitment level. If somebody tells me, oh yeah, I'll join, I'll try this out, I say, hey, I tell you what, let's stop right there. Nobody wants to be part of your test market. You're either in or you're not. No one's going to follow, I'll try it. So let's wait until you have a better commitment level. You know, we fall in romantic love. I think God tricks us into that so that we will commit, you know, and form pairs. But then inevitably, you know, things come up. He snores, she shops, we're overdrawn, you know, and commitment can wane if you're not careful. But true commitment is sticking to the thing that you committed to long after the excitement you committed in has faded. My mother recently passed away. My mother and dad were married for almost 68 years. And as we were closing the casket, I asked my dad, Dad, would you like me to take mom's ring off so that you can have it? And he said, no, I want them on the other side of the veil to know that she's married. Now that is some definite commitment. When the Romans used to go to battle, they would load the soldiers on a ship, they'd go to a foreign shore, they'd offload the soldiers, and then they would burn that ship so that those soldiers knew, oh boy, if we're going home, we better win, right? So make your commitment as non-negotiable as that. Every single one of these 10 things, I will guarantee you that anybody that's become a diamond or higher has confronted these things. We've all fallen prey to these things. The difference is we start to recognize it and then we say, no, that's enough of that. I'm not having that. I'm moving on. I recognize it and stop. Get rid of it. We know what to do. We're not doing it. So, you know, the grass is not greener on the other side of the fence. The grass is greener where you water it with the things that you pay attention to. I hope that I've helped you to focus your vision. And I know that the other speakers today will help you do just that. So just go out and make it rain. Thanks so much.